Fam. Welcome to the Proving Grounds Arena. My name's Bloomer, and joining me, as always, the incredible C Funk.
Hiya.
C Funk, how you doing tonight?
I'm doing great. How you doing, Bloomer?
I am stupendous and superb, and I can imagine you already know the reason why. But it's because we have an incredible matchup tonight. No different than always, guys. Whenever you tune into TPG Arena, we have some amazing teams. Tonight's team, formerly known as Budget Titans, now known as Dead Dreams, and they're going to be taking on Johnny's Dream Team. So really quickly, we have seen Dead Dreams in the past. They've gone 1-1 so far here on TPG Arena. But with the new name, maybe a new attitude. We're gonna have to wait and see here, C Funk.
Yes, and you know they are going to want to win that grand prize, that cash money. Again, they've already won it once, as you did state. So they're going to want they're in it to win it, man.
They got a taste after their first time here on TPG Arena. They did end up losing, I believe it was to Wasted Potential, one of our
Mhm.
undefeated teams so far here. And from there, they came back with a vengeance. They came out very, very strong, managed to get their second match as a win. So yeah, like you said, they've got the taste now, and they want that money. They want that cold hard cash. So they're going to be coming out very, very strong, very aggressive today. On the flip side, Johnny's Dream Team, their first opportunity here. But I've had the opportunity to talk with some of the players, some of the coaching staff, and I gotta say, there have not been many times, C Funk, that I've seen a team this well prepared, this
Mhm.
ready, this excited. And yeah, go ahead, spam those excited emotes, fam. This excited to be on the Proving Grounds Arena. And again, we always say to prove themselves, but that's exactly it. They want to prove themselves tonight.
That's right. So much information. A little bit of backstory on Johnny's Dream Team. They were formed in October of 2017. They were just playing a quick play match. And what do you know? They won. And they decided after, that to stay together, keep playing some games together. Over the next 2 years, some players have come and gone, but they do still have a few of the original members. And I think it's a great story, super sweet.
It is, and, it's so funny because how often has that happened where you play with people, whether it's quick play, competitive, whatever,
Mhm.
and you see somebody hits that, stay as team button. Sometimes you click it, sometimes you don't. I mean, it depends how you're feeling, how the team communication, how that all goes. But they're a team that said, "Hey, you know what? The 6 of us, let's do it," and they managed to not tilt for the entire night, which right away shows you this is a good sign because I know how often I've done that stay as team one game of we lose right after, and then everyone's tilted off the face of the planet. So really cool, good story. And like you said, people have come and gone. They still do have two original members from that very first night. And then believe, have a third member that joined shortly, very shortly after, like a week or two after that.
Yes, that would be Armadoodle.
Yes.
Almost since the beginning, like you were saying, plays a killer Mercy evidently, and as
Yes.
well as other support characters as well. But really killing it on the Mercy, so I'll be watching out for that. Super great with game sense and movement.
Yes.
Player to player, which is really awesome as Mercy, knowing when to go in for that res. And evidently encourages the team with messages to keep them from tilting too much.
That positive spirit. Again, we talk about that so often too, C Funk. Again, when you get teams about the same SR, so about the same or similar skill ranking, what so often it is the mental state, that mental
Mhm.
gymnastics that you have to do to keep yourself in the game, focus, playing your best. And having someone on the team like that who's so good at keeping the team from tilting, taking that salt, throwing it away, saying, "Hey, let's take a moment to just really take a deep breath and refocus, recenter." That can be a huge difference maker. And I think she's probably gonna be a very key part of hopefully their success here tonight in the proving grounds.
Yes, I don't anticipate any rage quitting tonight.
Well, let's hope not. I hate to say we've seen it happen before, C Funk. It's something I never thought I'd have to say we saw before, but we've seen it once or twice before now.
Yeah.
So who the heck knows? Nonetheless, like you mentioned, these are a good group of people. Throw it out there. We've got on top of that. Oedipus. He was one of the OG members, one of the two original members. Very, very strong with the shot calling, that leadership role as well. Insanely talented DPS character or abilities. That technical, mechanical skill. That's the word I was trying to think of, C Funk. Um, we also had, there was one other of the OGs, and that's Cedar Tree, actually. Cedar Tree, one of the original members as well. Imagine we're going to see some really cool things from him tonight. And I'm looking forward to this. I love seeing new Team C Funk because we're going to get to see different strategies, different takes on maps that we've seen in the past. And I'm really thrilled. I'm very, very again excited to see what it is they're going to be providing for us tonight.
And I believe we've decided our first map tonight is going to be Oasis.
Awesome. Very cool map. Nice map to see, and a control map. So again, I love control maps simply because of the fact that there is no potential for a draw. I talk about this all the time. But because there's no potential for a draw, we know right away one team is going to get that very early first map. And when they get that first map, well, that can set you up for success throughout the night. We have seen people come back, do reverse sweeps, but very often the team that wins the first map is the team that sees success here in the Proving Grounds Arena. So you know both teams are going to be coming out strong, chomping at the bit for this one.
Yes, yes, they are. And um, our next match, just as a reminder, is going to be on Monday at
Yes.
9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
9 p.m. Oh my goodness, we're starting late, but that's all right. That's probably a good thing. Gives us a little more time in the back, right, C Funk?
Right, yeah, exactly.
Which is a good thing. What else have we got to talk about? Well, really quickly, guys, I do want to bring up one or two just quick reminders for everyone, people that are wondering what is all this stuff happening. First things first, those of you that managed to hit that sub button or got one of the many gifted subs that happened in our last couple of streams, C Funk, again, the generosity of this community blowing my mind, and I know blowing everyone else's mind too. But we've got all four of our tier one emotes now out. I believe we're waiting on approval potentially for one or two. I'm not even sure if that's happened already, but we definitely have gotten those four emotes ready to go for everybody, and then a tier two and a tier three emote as well. Again, you'll have the opportunity to see those as they become available for use. And we're only 10, I believe it was 10 sub points. Oh no, sorry, I'm getting word.
15.
15. Yes,
Yeah.
15 sub points away from the final affiliate emote slot. Which if no one changes the big boss man's mind, that's going to be my face, C Funk. What the crowd wants. This it's what they've been asking for. They've been screaming from rooftops. We need more Bloomer. That's the one thing. And well, hey, we got to give it to them then, C Funk.
Not enough blue meetings. They need another bloomer emote. Yes.
Just one more bloomer emote. You know, if you go to my own personal channel, I think there's only 5 of them so far. So it's about time. Actually, no, I think there's 6 actually. If you go to tier 3, you can get another one. So yeah, only 6 emotes. That's not near enough of this face is my attitude. So let's get one over here on TPG Arena as well. Now,
Heck
C
yeah.
Funk, I think we originally were talking about potentially trying to get your face on an emote too, but I don't know.
Ah,
I don't know if that's something that you were
um,
resisting.
yeah, I don't know if people really want my face on an emote,
I
but just
I gotta be
my
honest. I
thoughts.
personally, I was gonna sub the moment that happened. Let's find out. Chat, give us your input. C Funk's face as an emote? Question mark. Something you use? Yay or nay? Let's see it. Let's find out. And I imagine we're gonna see a bunch of yays right here in chat. So we'll find out. We'll find out short
No.
enough.
No, no. No, no, no.
Now, C-Funk,
Ah.
last thing before we get into the matchup tonight, I wanna ask you, we've seen formerly known as Budget Times, but now Dead Dreams. We've seen them in the past. Again, we've seen them twice actually, 1 and 1 so far. Johnny's Dream Team, totally new here to TPG Arena, so it's a little bit of guesstimation just from what we've talked to. But what do you think tonight's matchup's gonna look like? Who do you think is gonna win, and in how many maps?
Hmm. All right. So I've been calling it in 5 for the past 2 matches, so I gotta
Yes.
change it up.
Yep.
I'm gonna say it's going to be in 3.
Okay, wow.
Yeah. I
And
say it's gonna be in 3.
which
I
team are
think
you calling?
You know what? I'm gonna go with Johnny's dream team. We haven't seen them
Okay.
yet. I think they're here to prove themselves, and they seem well organized and like a well-oiled machine. So,
Yeah, I got to tell you, I agree with what you're saying. Very organized. I've had an opportunity, as mentioned, to talk with a few of them along the way. They seem very knowledgeable. They seem very good. They seem to understand the team's strengths and weaknesses and who they need to put in. So, it could be a good night for them. That being said, though, Dead Dreams, they're a good team as well. We've seen
yeah.
them. Even when they lost, they did a very good job against playing against a very strong, wasted potential team.
Hmm.
And it's hard. I like both of these teams. This is the problem. This is one of those times where I really like both of them. It's hard to predict. I'm gonna go ahead. You said three going in the direction of Johnny's dream team. I'm gonna
Hmm.
call it. You know what? I'm gonna say four, and I'm gonna say it's going Dead Dreams way. That's what I'm gonna say.
Alrighty. And ladies and gentlemen, it is important to remember we are on a 5-minute delay. That
Yeah.
is to help, keep everyone honest.
Keep everyone honest because after all, tonight, guys, whoever wins the matchup, this best of five, first to three maps, is going to get a cash prize. That's right, real cold hard cash, and that's nothing to sneeze at.
Definitely, definitely nothing to sneeze at. Just as a reminder, we've only got about 2 spots open for next month.
Yes.
Those dates are about to be released. The deadline is the end of tonight. So
Wow.
if you
Okay.
didn't get to play in this month, make sure you jump in, reserve your spot. Only 2 spots left.
Hmm.
However, if you did play in this month and you would like to play next month, those dates are going to be coming out soon. Just keep in mind, the people who on the are on the reserve list. They get first pick as well as subscribers. Subscribers
Yes.
also get first pick on the dates available
Never
for
never
broadcast.
mind the ad-free experience here on TPG Arena,
Mhm.
additional subscriber benefits, and they'll be able to spam. Now, again, I don't know if it's actually gone live yet or not. I didn't get the opportunity to check yet, but there we're so far. I'm just actually getting word that so far only the one emote is up. So maybe I shouldn't even tell you guys. Maybe I should. Do we tell them C Funk about the one exciting emote, the not the exciting emote, but the
Not
exciting
the
emote?
exciting emo, but the other
That's the
exciting emo.
other emo. I don't know. Maybe we'll hold off on for now, and maybe we'll talk a little bit about it after we
Yeah.
jump into some gameplay because I'm getting word, C Funk, that the teams are ready to go.
Well, then let's go.
Then let's do it. Let's go. We're jumping in to our very first map of the night. Looking forward to it. Here we go, fam. Here we go. And now let's take a moment to look here. And it looks like, yes, it is going to be Team Dead Dreams in the blue, and it's going to be Team Johnny's Dream Team in the red as we jump into Oasis as our first map of the night. Now, C-Funk, I always love putting you on the spot with this one. Let's
You
do it.
do.
How do we win a control map? I'm still learning the game myself. Could you teach me about what control is and how
All
to
right.
win?
So the control map, both teams are going to be coming out of spawn that is on the other side of the map. They're going to be running to this one point. They are going to want to cap the point before the other team. If they do that, their time is going to tick up until the other team is able to, get the point flipped over. You want to make your percentage get all the way to 100% in order to win this map.
Makes sense to me. That easy, that simple. Of course, controls are a best of three for the overall map point. So they do need to basically win two points or two control points in the three map series here in order to get that one map point. And now, as we take a look, you can see coming out for the budget Titans, it looks like they're going to go ahead and run a standard three tank, Dead Dreams now. We're going to be running a standard three tank, three support composition over on the Johnny's Dream Team. They've got a little DPS going on there. They got the Junkrat, they got the Pharah, a lot of spam damage that they can do a lot of work on those tanks with.
Yes, and of course, I love seeing the Mercy. I myself main Mercy, so I love it.
Mercy Main for the win. I love it too. And now you can see, very quickly, it looks like Johnny's Dream Team getting a few early picks, and that's going to force Dead Dreams to back out, get out of there. And you can see now the early cap of the point, the percentage starts ticking up, already up to 6%. And yes, Dead Dreams having to back out and regroup with the team.
And the only ultimate coming online for this next fight, we are gonna have Farah with her barrage for Johnny's Dream Team.
Oh, and Adel getting a very quick pick on Licky Bear there on the Junkrat, so that could be huge. And there's the barrage coming out, using that Zarya bubble to try and keep them alive a little bit longer. They managed to take out Adel. That's it, though. Armadudo goes ahead, reses Licky Bear back into existence. Copperhead gets a pick, as does Pixels, and Busby getting a pick for Johnny's Dream Team. You can see as the picks going back and forth, though, it's looking like it's Dead Dreams making their way onto the point, and they do manage to flip it after giving up only 39% sleep.
That is so true. But coming into this next fight, they're not going to have as many ults as Johnny's Dream Team. Looks like they're about to have 2 online, possibly 3.
And you can see a very aggressive Reinhardt play getting opportunity here. Busby getting that nano boost, gonna head. Can't move as forward as he wants to because of that Discord orb. So much damage being able to be reined in on there. But now you can see the first pick, Monic, going down on that Rhine. I always say it and I mean it. You don't want to lose your Rhine at the beginning of a fight. It's never a good situation. And now you can see why, because all the picks going in the direction of Johnny's Dream Team, and now just that D.Va on point. Kind of just doing the thing that divas do best, and that's and that's trying to get out of there as quickly as possible at the end of a fight.
And looking up again, we do have 48% ticking upwards for Johnny's Dream Team, but on Dead Dreams, we have got 5 ultimates coming out.
Oh, and there's the first ultimate coming out. Pixels using that grab. You can see very quickly Cedar responds. It's Oedipus doing his barrage, though, managing to take out 3. An absolute knockout of an ultimate there from Oedipus on that Farah. Does a great job. Armadudo goes ahead, reses Licky Bear, and, well, again, though, all the picks going in the direction of Johnny's Dream Team.
And Johnny's Dream Team doing a great job of holding Dead Dreams. Really going to need to find a way in. As that time is ticking up, it's at 87%. And as we engage, we see Rally. We see the beat dropping.
Lots of different things coming out, and Busby gets that nano boost one more time. You can see now percentage up to 99 for Johnny's Dream Team. They've got the opportunity here. They just need to win this fight, and that is gonna probably do it, as Oedipus once again goes ahead using that barrage to an incredible effectiveness, taking out 3. And, well, you can hear the team kill. It's said, it's done. That first point for this first map is heading in Johnny's Dream Team direction.
And that was a great hold by Johnny's Dream Team. They gave up a little bit of percentage when Dead Dreams came in and was able to flip the point, but not too much.
I don't know if you're having a hard time. I keep wanting to call them budget titans as well, just because they did just swap that name not too long ago. But Dead Dreams, again, the team formerly known as Budget Titans, they did really well there. They didn't do bad at all. But Johnny's Dream Team, just again, so effective with their communication, so effective with their ult usage. They did an absolutely stellar job there. And again, that first point, well deserved, well earned.
Mm-hmm. And it looks like we've got a few interesting picks coming in for Dead Dreams.
Both teams. Oh, Adel taken out early as Cedar Tree on that Hammond goes ahead and just slams down. Lots of damage being done there. Great job that Hammond Wrecking Ball does at disrupting and also doing a little extra damage. Then you see Monic goes ahead, takes out T2 Dala, and Oedipus now following up on Monic. Looks like Oedipus on that Sombra being very effective. Also took out Copperhead on the McCree, but then you can see back and forth the trades are going. Neither team totally win this one out yet. It's Pixels by himself on that point, trying his best for Dead Dreams to keep them in it. But now you can see the point does get capped for Johnny's Dream Team. And it looks like the percentage is going to be ticking up, and they're going to have to regroup if Dead Dreams has an opportunity to recap this point.
And coming into this next battle, not too many ultimates coming online for either team. Just a few for Johnny's Dream Team. We are going to have Valkyrie available, as well as the EMP, which is, as we know, a big ult.
Absolutely. And there you go. You can see Oedipus just gets it up, ready to go. They're going to be going ahead looking for as many people as they can. Remember, EMP basically just a mass hack. And there it goes. Manages to connect with four with enough follow up. That could be a one fight, but it's actually Pixels managing to take out Busby first. A really great play by Dead Dreams, managing to get that first pick despite the EMP. And it looks like not actually losing anybody. Adel does get hacked though by Oedipus again. And now you can see Dicopathy on that Mercy using the Valkyrie, and it's also Copperhead using the Deadeye. And they do manage to flip the point over after giving up 47%. There comes the barrage from Licky Bear, and it does take out both the Ana as well as the McCree. Very unique to see that. And a Diva. Diva got demeched as well. Huge job using that barrage. Now you can see, again, picks going a little bit back and forth, but mostly so far, thanks to that barrage, has been all going in the favor of Johnny's Dream Team. And now you can see the Res, Licky Bear back up, and all of Johnny's Dream Team on the point to flip that back over after giving up only 26%.
And Pixels was doing a great job from the air. You saw his name all over that kill feed.
He did. Absolutely. It was pretty nuts to see, actually. Now, Licky Bear once again getting an early pick, this time on Adel, and that might be some troubles as Pixels is also taken out. Dead Dreams needs to make sure that they're not getting picked early like that, because they need their full team if they're gonna have a chance to displace Johnny's Dream Team that are playing so well right now.
They are that communication that we talk about often, I feel like, coming into play here. But if you look up at Dead Dreams, they do have almost all of their ults online. They are coming into this fight with 5 ultimates.
Oh, but there's the EMP. Manages to connect with 3. It's Pixels taken out early by Busby using that tactical visor so that you can do it. Then you can see the Diva Bomb comes out. T2 Dollar, though, very quick with that beat drop from Lucio. Does a great job making sure his team is safe and well. Picks going so far. It looks like actually Dead Dreams managing to take out the Soldier, but the Res bring their team back into this. Oedipus takes out Copperhead as well. You can see Pixels still up in the air doing all sorts of damage, trying their best to do something, make their team get some numbers in their favor. That can be a big pick. Monarch taking out T2 Dollar on that Lucio. But once again, it's Licky Bear just absolutely cleaning things up, getting lots and lots of picks, names all over the kill feed. And well, there you have it. That's enough for Johnny's Dream to take our first map of the night. And it was, I would say, quite defiantly.
I would agree. And play of the game, going to Oedipus on Pharah.
Yes. Now, we'll have to get word later if it's Oedipus or Oedipus, because I gotta tell you, I was looking at pronunciation before, and both are technically correct. But it's a name that I feel like we're gonna be shouting out a lot tonight, Seafug, because that gameplay was absolutely stellar, absolutely wild. And again, I mean, we talked about it, the different roles that Oedipus plays, one of the original members. He's a shot caller, he's a team leader, and they even said it. They straight up told me that his just mechanical skill on these different DPS characters is one of the main reasons that they've been so successful here so far as a team, as just Johnny's Dream Team. He's a main member of the Dream, I suppose.
Definitely causing some issues for Dead Dreams for sure. But another person I would like to shout out is Cedar on Hammond. Was making some really interesting ultimates, laying the mines, but not just laying them like you normally see, like on the ground. He was kind of coming in from above and laying them that way. So somewhere in the air and somewhere on the ground as well. But I found that interesting,
Yeah,
creating
neat.
space in a whole new way.
Yeah, different area denials in just again seeing how effective that role is, how effective that role really can be. A lot of people have tried to argue in the past, well, whether Hammond really is a main tank or not. And I mean, I've always made the argument that yes, because a main tank's role is to create space. And I
Mhm.
think that what we've been seeing with these different team compositions, but specifically this one tank, one support, lots of DPS character kind of composition or versions of it. Maybe 2 healers have a
Mhm.
Lucio in there or something as well. He is potentially the best tank in the game at creating space. Has a bit harder of a time holding it without that ultimate, but he can create that space in ways that just no one else really can. So it's
It's
neat to see him being played.
Yes, and great for, control points, but not only control points as well as escort maps because escort maps just drop the mines on the payload. Well, say la
Eh,
vie to the other team. You can't you
yeah,
can't jump on the payload, can't go near it yet until those mines do
you're
disappear.
You're not wrong, and it's kind of a bit of a meme to see the Hammond rolling around a payload, just flying, flinging himself around. But that strategy, quite frankly, can be very effective. I mean, I gotta tell you, there are many a times that I've had to do a quick swap over to Hammond just to try and get to that payload on time, and then you're just able to stall out. And just when you think,
Mhm.
okay, either we're about to get that Hammond or I'm about to go down, it's I'm just gonna drop my shields, and look at that, I just got an extra 500 HP. Good luck dealing with that as well. And teammates can get back. You're pushing people away. There's all sorts of things, and you're right. Absolutely fantastic Hammond play on that last map.
And I am getting word of our next map. We're gonna go to Hanamira.
Awesome, very
Yeah.
cool. Nice map. I've always enjoyed it. An interesting one for sure. Choke points up plenty, and of course, it is an assault map. So we're going to be seeing that infamous two CP love that everybody has. So, um, again, Johnny's dream team so far up 1-0. Do you think C-Funk, you already said that you were giving them a 3-0
Mhm.
victory tonight.
Yeah.
Do you think that what you saw in that first map is were you being a little psychic for us here or what?
I'm gonna stick with my prediction. I think I might be a little psychic.
It's looking good for your predictions so far. But that being said, I have a lot of faith in my friends over on Dead Dreams. They are some very, very talented individuals. I guarantee right now what they're doing is they just had a quick conversation, said, all right, let the nerves rest a little. What didn't work? What are we going to improve upon? And I guarantee right now, right this moment, they're feeling a lot more confident going into that second map, which C-Funk, I do believe the teams are ready to jump into.
They are, and I say let's go.
Let's do it. Guys, going to Hanamura, our second map of the night. And well, we're gonna see. We're gonna see how well Dead Dreams is able to come back after that first map. For those just joining us right this moment, my name's Bloomer, and joining me, my co-caster, the incredible C-Funk. We are watching a match so far between Dead Dreams and Johnny's Dream Team. Both teams with dreams in their name, ironically. Um, then what we're doing here, we've seen so far in our first map, and it was Oasis Control. Dead Dreams not quite getting the result they were looking for. Johnny's Dream Team going 2-0 on that particular one, and they are up 1-0 in tonight's match. And now you can see as we get ready for Assault, I'll just talk really quickly, explain what it is that's going on. Teams are going to be rotating between attack and defense. So once again, in the blue, we've got Dead Dreams. In the red, Johnny's Dream Team. It's going to be Dead Dreams going ahead and defending first. Johnny's Dream Team going to start here in the attacker spawn. They're going to be moving their way out, and then they're going to be pushing onto a certain area, a point, affectionately known as Point A. Really original when they thought of that one. They're going to be pushing through this choke point, getting onto point A. They are going to be trying to capture it. 3 individual ticks that they need to get through. Of course, the defending team going to be trying to repel them away from that. If they do manage to take over point A, though, they're going to be moving on to a second point, again, affectionately known as point B. And the same situation, only real difference is the spawn advantage going to be swapping over to favor the defenders on point B, as opposed to the attacking team on point A. And you can see very quickly Pixels taking a little damage, as well as it looks like it was Armadoodle taking a rocket to the face, but managing to get out of there safely.
It probably didn't feel very good.
Yeah, I would imagine probably not. I've never
Oh.
been one to take a rocket to the face. Different strategy again. Seeing the Pharah Mercy over on Dead Dreams as well as on Johnny's Dream Team. Kind of cool to see. Also, that Mei being brought out by Black Ice. We've seen Black Ice do this before. Very, very strong on that Mei. And now you can see they did manage to drop back to point A. They want to try their best. Gets the freeze on the Winston, but not going to do anything as Winston manages to dive out of there just in time. And now you can see they are contesting that point. And Licky Bear managing to take out Black Ice. That's going to be big as Monic follows up, taking out Cedar Tree. And Licky Bear looks like managed to take out the Zarya Copperhead by knocking them off the map. You can see picks going back and forth. Armadillo goes ahead, raises Cedar Tree back from the dead, make sure they don't have to make that long walk back from spawn. And Dykopath goes ahead, does the same thing for Monarch. Right now, again, trades have gone back and forth, but it's starting to look good in the direction of Dead Dreams. You can see they got a couple Monarch getting some big picks, but then Licky Bear uses that barrage, takes Monarch out. As soon as that Rhine's down, it is a lot of issues. And now we can see that first tick has happened, and it looks like they should be able to cap point A without any real difficulties at this point.
And going into point B, if you look at the two teams' ultimates, Dead Dreams coming online with two ultimates. Maze Blizzard can definitely wreak havoc. Freesia in your spot, not what you want when you're trying to move in on a point.
Nope.
And they have about 3 ultimates coming online for Johnny's Dream Team.
But we should mention, with 5 minutes 45 seconds, that's a lot of the time to attack point B. They just need to play this smart. If they take their time, if they play it smartly, they shouldn't have any real difficulties. And you can see very quickly that Maywall coming out. It's Licky Bear managing to take out Ad L. That's a huge pick. Now it's Oedipus also following up, takes out Pixels. T2 Dala taking out Dykopath. Things are going well for Johnny's Dream Team right now, and they're starting to make their way onto that point. You can see the numbers favoring them, but that defender spawn advantage might be enough to keep Dead Dreams still in this. They're hopefully not going to be living up to their name here, but you can see 6 people on the point. Pharah Mercy going up high and very quickly taking out both Ad L and Dykopath on those healers. That is going to be round 1 complete. A very, very strong attack from Johnny's Dream Team with a lot of time left in that time bank.
5 minutes and 7 seconds to be exact.
Yeah, that's a fair amount of time. Now, that being said, I always like to say they are not out of it yet, Dead Dreams. They just need to go ahead. They need to have a nice strong attack. If they manage to take out both point A and point B, no matter what amount of time is left in the time bank, then they'll get an opportunity to win this. And we'd like to give a quick shout out to our good friend Diesel Weasel. Thank you so much for that sub with your Amazon Prime. We appreciate it.
And I'm interested to see coming in what the teams are going to pick. I assume they're going to come out with the Mercies again. I'm really interested to see what Dead Dreams is going to run.
It's definitely going to be interesting here. Now again, it's Johnny's Dream Team now on the defense, and Dead Dream is going to be pushing on that attack, trying their best to get as much time in the time bank as they possibly can. They need to focus obviously on being smart though. Again, Johnny's Dream Team did such an amazing job on the attack. Dead Dreams needs to make sure that they don't lose any confidence going into this. They need to make sure that every motion makes sense. They need to make sure every cooldown makes sense, and they need to make sure that they are playing their ult economy smartly.
And it does look like they're having a few swap ups. It looks like they're having quite a discussion on who should be on what hero. But it looks like we're gonna see a Sombra again. I'm excited. I do love Sombra.
Sombra, such a big playmaker here, and you can see Pixels on that Genji as well. Copperhead just running ahead, getting behind that extremely powerful bunker combination. Johnny's Dream Team, we'll have to see how well they rotate here on the defense, but again, we've seen this very, very effective. Although, see the Genji from Pixels, it's gonna be interesting if he can get close enough, but he's got to avoid all that damage from the Bastion as he moves in. He wants to get in behind and try and reflect into that if he wants to have any opportunity to DPS a Bastion down.
And Monarch swapping onto that Reinhardt. Pixels now on the Symmetra, gonna teleport them through. Reinhardt gonna shield everyone. Keep them able to move from point A to point B without too much damage.
Yeah, and we have seen it. The Symmetra teleport is such an effective strategy. They do manage to get through. Nicely done. And now you can see Pixels very quickly goes ahead, lays those sim beams down so that she has a chance to control this space. Don't let them move in. And look at that. Look at that. An amazing, great job so far. They only managed to get 2 ticks, and they are doing an awesome job of sustaining and holding that point. They did manage to get Johnny's Dream Team on it, but now they've got to start pushing in a little harder, and if they do, that can cause all sorts of issues. The Bastion totally exposed right now, but still getting a lot of DPS. Believe it or not, though, that Riptire huge. Cedar does use his ultimate, but is taken out very quickly by Monarch with that charge. It's back and forth. Sim using that shield, trying to give the team for Dead Dreams a little extra space. The Diva Bomb comes out, doesn't connect with anything. All of a sudden, Armadoodle bringing Oedipus back up on that Bastion, and that Bastion DPS can cause a lot of issues. But right now, oh, I was about to say the numbers favoring Dead Dreams, but look what happened. That res on the Bastion, absolutely massive, and he manages to flip the numbers back in their favor. Oedipus, wow, great job. And they get 2 ticks before Dead Dreams is forced to pull back out and regroup.
And that was such a close fight. Johnny's Dream Team just a little bit late in the rotation, setting up Bastion, not really a mobile character. It took a minute to get him in place around that corner.
Well,
gave up a lot of ticks there. Gave up 2 ticks. Dead
you're
Dreams
not
only needs 1 more.
You're not wrong, and at first I was thinking what a mistake it was on the rotation, just a little too slow. They should have gone quicker, but it's so hard with that Sim Tubor. But I gotta give credit in the end, so smart. They managed to get one person on the point. They knew that it's okay to give up a couple of ticks. They need to make sure that point A wasn't capped entirely, and now they know what they're going to be doing. They're going to be using that Sim Teleporter again, so they're going to know to rotate a little bit quicker here. They know they can't give up one more tick, and you can see already. Smartly rotated onto that point, onto those stairs, and they're going to go ahead and try their best. Look at this. Look at this. I love seeing this. Dead Dreams using that teleport to now try and do some sort of flanking maneuver, and it might work. Oh, huge shatter. Absolutely massive. But the Baptiste does a great job of trying to keep the team up with the Immortality Field. Doesn't work too well, though, when we see that Diva Bomb coming out, as well as Adel using the Moira's ult as well to get a whole bunch of damage done, as well as some heals for the team. And now you can see they do manage to cap point A and are very quickly moving to point B.
And I love the sneaky plays. That was amazing to see.
You know, you don't expect a Reinhardt to show up behind you that quickly usually. and sure enough, no. And now Copperhead getting a little sneaky here, ready to use that Riptire, wanting to make the rest of the team commit to this first. And then there it comes up, goes up higher, does take out the Supercharger, which is helpful, granted, but not quite as much as they were hoping for. Also took out the Immortality Field, though, that lamp, which is so key. But now you can see Licky Bear getting their name all over that kill feed, and it's some big picks on the heels. Now you can see Reinhardt going down, as well as the Diva. That's going to be it for that particular push on point B. But they did have to commit some ults in order to make that happen.
They did. They do have Symmetra's barrier still available to them, which is going to help. I don't know if they're going to use it in the beginning to push in or use it a little bit later, but that is a useful tool to have.
Absolutely. Absolutely, especially when a team is playing on one side so strong. And it looks like they're using it as an initiation. You can see that Reinhardt charging in, trying to get on that point as quickly as they possibly can. Adel managing to take out Licky Bear on the far. The Diva Bomb's out as well. But oh, that is just nasty. No shielding available. That Diva Bomb taking out four members of Dead Dreams. And, well, you know, it was almost amazing. It was almost a beautiful attack, but one ultimate that just goes off well, and we saw what happened there.
Definitely. They do still have 2 minutes and 50 seconds to cap point B. Still plenty of time to regroup, get your ultimates built up, and go in with guns a-blazing.
You're not wrong by any means. Lots and lots of time, and you can see Licky Bear kind of seeing this. Oh, and there you go. Only managing to take out one in the end with that boot, but that might be enough. That may be enough. As long as Licky Bear doesn't get picked here and give that 1-for-1 trade, then what a 300 IQ play that was. Great job. And remember, even though they still have 2 minutes left, and they do have that 2 minutes 15 seconds, every moment is just widening that gap between the two teams in the time bank if they do manage to take over point B.
Does look like the team is coming through the side room.
Yeah, again, it's so difficult when a team is playing where Johnny's Dream Team is. It is so hard to approach on them. And you can see, again, so far, Dead Dreams having some difficulties, not doing a bad job, but again, still having some difficulties trying to figure out a way to get in and displace them. And right now, Licky Bear on that Pharah just absolutely causing all sorts of problems every time they try and move in any direction. It is, it's an issue.
Getting that extra damage boost from the Mercy, causing even more damage. It's rough for sure.
It is, and you can see they do have a lot of tools online. Dead Dreams is not out of this by any means. They've got 4 ultimates. They just, again, I always say smart usage. It's also maybe potentially a little bit of lucky usage. But, hey, showing that they love different strategies. Dead Dreams goes ahead. They're going to be bringing that Bastion out
Oh,
as well on attack. And well, it could be something huge. Copperhead using that Riptide, trying to get it up high, but he doesn't quite manage to. Now it's up there, and oh, he does get a couple. Pixels managing to take out 2. Copperhead managing to take out 2, as well as that D.Va mech. That was exactly what they're looking for, and it looks like,
there
despite
we
all
go.
odds, they managed to do it. Absolute great job by Dead Dreams. Apparently, that Bastion swap from Pixels was exactly what they were looking for.
And that's what they needed to figure out what to swap onto to counter and to figure out why they were unable to get to the point. And it looks like they found the answer. So
Yeah.
good job.
Well, one of the best ways to counter a bastion is to run a bastion of your own. And then it becomes the
Not
shield
wrong.
break battle. So, but they did do a great job. Now they do only have 1 minute, exactly one
Mhm.
minute, in order to form their attack and make something happen here, as opposed to 5 minutes, 22 seconds for Johnny's Dream Team. Definite advantage going into these overtime rounds.
Yes, and it does look like Dead Dreams is going to be going first on attack, be attacking again. You wonder if they're going to run the same Bastion or they're swapping it up, maybe.
Yeah, it's, and again, are they gonna run that sim? The sim was really, really helpful for
It
taking point
was.
A. I gotta wonder though, because they want to be careful. They know that Johnny's dream team might be expecting it. So it becomes again this mental game of, is it worth doing a swap that we think is going to benefit the team, or do we keep running what's worked in the past? And it looks like they are going to be running that sim again, as well as a Genji. Copperhead taking out Genji, and Pixel's going to be running a Pharah. So very interesting to see one tank Reinhardt and 3 DPS. I love it. We're seeing all sorts of different combinations here. There comes the sim teleporter one more time, very quickly up, but it's destroyed fast. Can't see exactly how many got through, but it was enough that they're all over that point. And look at that, already 1 tick, and they're almost got the second. Now it's just Orisa trying her best to keep the team up and in this Johnny's Dream Team. There comes the second tick, and now Bastion without a shield. Not so good without a shield, Bastion. All of a sudden, it looks like they are going to be able to do this on that first push. Turns out Symmetra was the right pick there, C-Funk.
Symmetra was the right pick, and Pixels doing a great job on that Pharah.
Yeah, getting a lot of shots and getting a lot of damage, and you can see Monic already with that ultimate, as well as Black Ice with that ultimate. The Sim Shield, the Shatter from Ryan, that could be pretty big going in. They've got 26 seconds left to now make a push here. They know they only have one opportunity to do this. Monic goes ahead, uses a charge, gets himself into position, and you can see now it looks like they're going to have at least somebody go down and contest that point. They send the D.Va, but you don't want to send a D.Va by themselves against the 6 of them, because that can cause all sorts of grief. So far, not a point taken, but oh, there we go. They see the first tick. That is big. That's exactly what they want to see, Dead Dreams. And now Bastion using that ult, staying up on the high ground, getting a lot of picks, getting a lot of value. And so far, again, the numbers, well, that's going to be it. Johnny's Dream Team gets enough picks that they gave up 1 tick, and I would say about what, an extra 2% on the next tick.
Yeah,
So,
not bad.
so all in all, a nice attack there from Dead Dreams. They did manage to cap point A and get that first tick on point B. Gives them an opportunity to win this. They just need a very strong defense.
Yes, they do need a very strong defense coming in. Um, Maybe a bunker situation like what we saw Johnny's Dream Team running. I don't
You
know.
know.
We'll see.
Well, it'll be interesting to see for sure what they do. Obviously, you and I can speculate as much as we want, or we can just wait another approximately 2 seconds here, and we'll see exactly what they've got. And it looks like, yes, they are going to be running that Orisa Bastion. Oh, I look at that. Yeah, it's definitely starting to look more and more bunkerish with that, again, that Orisa, that Bastion, the Baptiste with the immortality field, the Mercy for the damage boost on the Bastion, and Black Ice going to be taking that Mei once again. We see Black Ice so good on that Mei in the past.
Yes.
The walls that have been absolutely key for separating teams. as well as, of course, that freeze, slowing people down when they're trying to move in on a bastion. That can be extremely frustrating for an attacking team.
Yes, extremely. And coming in, it does look like we've got a Farah and another Sombra on Johnny's dream team. You get to see that Mercy again.
Yeah. Both teams running Sombra, and again that Hammond, and we're seeing it now. It's a little bit interesting again, seeing the double healers coming out from Johnny's dream team, but still only that Hammond as a tank. So we're literally watching a new meta form in front of our eyes, basically here.
Yeah.
Really cool to see it. Now you can see it's Oedipus trying to be sneaky and does manage to get that one hack off, but having to teleport out of there as the Sombra was about to, well, basically mess up the other Sombra. So they did have to rotate onto point quickly, Dead Dreams, but smart to do just that because they want to make sure they don't give up any ticks or if they can anyways, hide as many or take as much time as possible before giving up anything on A. They want to make sure that Johnny's dream team has to waste as much time as possible on this first point.
Still at 4 minutes and 16 seconds. Now, we have seen a 4-minute hold before here in the
Absolutely.
TPG arena.
Absolutely. It is not unachievable. It just needs to be very strong defense. There's certain characters that cannot go down, and if they do go down, they have to be rezzed pretty much instantaneously. That Bastion, that Orisa is so important here.
And it does look like... Oh,
We're so far just seeing where that Sombra is. Oh, Cedar Tree does get hacked, and now you can see it's Oedipus getting the hack on the Orisa as well. Pixels taking Cedar Tree down, and well, again, very good so far. Strong defense here, looking strong from Dead Dreams.
you have to wonder if Johnny's dream team, they're being not as aggressive. You have to wonder if they're just trying to build up their ultimate economy for this push.
I don't think you're wrong. I think they were waiting exactly for this Oedipus to get that EMP. Here it comes out. It connects with the whole team. And there you see it. Licky Bear using that barrage as well. Managed to get a couple of picks. But Black Ice responds, taking him out. And now, again, though, the team fight is going in Johnny's dream team's direction. You can see all the ultimates coming out. They're doing anything and everything they can. They're committing. They're both teams committing to this fight. But there you have it. All of the picks going Johnny's direction. Johnny's dream team going to be capping A here without any real difficulties. And well, they did have to use some ults though, and I think that alone is a successful point A hold for Dead Dreams. And now they have 3 minutes and 10 seconds to make sure that Johnny's dream team does not get even one tick.
Yes, they are going to have to be careful coming in, though. Pixels does have that EMP online. Going to be looking for an opportunity to use it.
Absolutely. And you can see once again, it's Oedipus going for those hacks on Monic on that Orisa, knows how important that is. Now Pixel's responding, taking out Cedar Tree. Monic actually getting that final pick though. And once again, it looks like at this point, well, they're doing some poke damage still, but they're going to want to go in with their full team for sure. They don't want to see that happen. Copperhead managing to go Busby on that Hanzo. Now you can see they do have, yeah, they have one person on the point, but not going to be able to do much. Just a little distraction, trying to pull the defense off of the high ground. Didn't really do too much, and it's going to be again Johnny's dream team forced to regroup and figure something out here.
Still have 2 minutes and 10 seconds to take over a tick of point B.
Yes.
Again, I think they're just building up their ultimate economy, waiting for another EMP to come online, as well as Barrage.
I think you're exactly right, and they're getting so close. Sombra is so quick at building up that ult, and you can see just does a little poke damage and then runs away back to a health pack that she's already got hacked. Make sure that no one sees where they are, and yeah, no, doing an absolutely great job of just being that constant thorn in the side of the defending team. You can see Adel does get hacked, and there it is. We can see the justice from above. Licky Bear manages to take out two. Busby as well taking out. And well, there you see it, guys. Before I even get to complete my cast on the actual team fight, Johnny's dream team getting the win. And that's going to be putting them up 2-0 in tonight's matchup. Play of the game going to Busby. I'm going to guess this has got to be one of those big diva bombs. And it looks like the answer is yes. That was the one. I remember that one.
That was right after the Sim Shield went down. Oof. That
Yeah,
was
no, brilliantly placed, and it was exactly what they needed, where they needed it. Every part of that diva bomb was basically pure perfection. C Funk.
it was a beautiful diva bomb. That's the kind that when you play, you're like, "Wait, I didn't get a team kill. I didn't get a five-man kill." And you're like, you look back at it, you're like, "Oh, that wasn't a very good diva
Yeah, yeah.
bomb."
Basically exactly opposite of what happens in our games, right? C Funk. I'm
Exactly.
I'm like, I'm gonna use my boosters to get up really high, and then I'm, oh no, wait, I didn't see the diva bomb opportunity, and then I land in the middle of the team, and oh, then I got DMEC, so maybe I'll use my diva bomb now. This should, oh no, I just got killed while I was DMEC'd, and they very easily hid behind the Reinhardt shield. Ah, feels bad, man. But
That's
sometimes I'll get
100%.
like one pick. One pick's
Uh,
good as a diva bomb, right? So
yes.
no,
Sure.
great
Sure.
job. I just want to say, great job again, both teams doing a phenomenal job. It was looking a little shaky for Dead
It
Dreams
was.
going into that. Their first defense had a little bit to be desired. Again, it's not that they were necessarily playing badly, but Johnny's Dream Team was just so fantastic in their execution. They held W and they just, it looked like they couldn't be stopped. They just rushed in and it was so good. So I got to give Dead Dreams a lot of credit. They assessed, they changed their strategies up, and they did such a much better job holding it on that second round. You have to
Mhm.
wonder if they had pulled that off on the first attempt, would we have seen the same result in this particular map?
You never know, possibly. I think that they wanted to go with what they knew
Yes.
first round, and I think the shock of how aggressive Johnny's dream team was was just a bit of a shock, like I said. So, kind of took them aback, and they were like, "Wait a second, wait, what just happened?"
Well, when a
So,
team, I always say holding W. Holding W is one of the
mhm,
best ways to win this game. If a team is aggressive, you can put the enemy very quickly on their back foot. All of a sudden, everyone's trying to figure out where did our shield go and how do I hide behind it? And oh, all of a sudden, one character's caught out of position. That character gets picked. It becomes a 5v6 situation, and it is so difficult. As soon as you're down a member, it is so difficult to win a team fight. And again, this isn't quick play. This isn't going up on solo queue ranked up the ladder where you see somebody get picked and it's almost like, oh well, they get picked every fight, it doesn't really matter. No, these are teams that are using every single one of their cooldowns to maximum efficiency, or at least to the maximum efficiency that they can. And again, losing the value of an entire member that quick on,
mhm.
it can be disastrous. And that's what we saw again in that first push.
Well, and what was so surprising is that Johnny's Dream Team did change up their strategy just a bit on the second go around. We saw them so aggressive on that
Mhm.
first time round. On the second time round, they held back, just did a lot of poke damage, and then went in ults ablazing.
Yeah,
Excuse
well,
me.
and it was kind of neat to see. I got to tell you, and it gives me a lot of thoughts about my own strategies
Mhm.
in this game. And again, you saw it. It's exactly what you called, C Funk. You said, I think they're just doing poke damage right now until they build up those ults, and that was exactly right. They knew. All we need to do is make it so the enemy team's disabled, and then we throw a lot of damage at them. They're not going to be able to win. They're not going to be able to do anything. And I mean, it's hard to argue with that strategy. The end of the day, if you're not able to use any cooldowns, any shielding, anything at all, really, from that Sombra EMP hack, all you
Mhm.
can do is your usual mouse one, any damage that your character does that way. Well, you're probably not going to be able to out DPS a barrage, especially if a Mercy's on it, if a Zarya is giving it a bubble. There's all sorts of ways that they can do anything to sustain the health pool of somebody who is, again, using that big damage ult. Again, it could have been the Hanzo Dragons, it could be anything, but they can do all sorts of things to damage boost that. And at that point, all you can really do is run and hope that maybe you don't get caught by the ultimate, and maybe enough of your team doesn't get caught so
Yeah.
that you can come back and try something, maybe.
Yeah, exactly. And I am getting word our next map is going to be King's Row.
Oh, awesome. I love it. I love it. So again, we always know that in these best of five, first to three series, the loser of the previous map gets to choose the next map. So this does mean that Dead Dreams chose Kings Row. It's a map we've seen them have success on in the past here on TPG Arena. And we always talk about it. It's one of the classic, most popular maps. So it's one that teams have to feel very good on if they're going to choose in that selection screen
Yes.
because, well, they know that as good as they might feel on it, the enemy team, the opposing team, is going to be feeling very, very good as well.
Just as well. Yes, that's very true. Now, last time we were in Kings Row, we did see an interesting strategy coming out. We saw the Hammonds. We saw a lot of DPS
We
characters.
did.
Like, so I'm interested to see if we're going to see some more interesting strategies, or if it's going to be the good old 3-3, the three support, three tanks.
Well, and I hate to say that there's a reason why we call it the good old 3-3. It's because
There
of
it
course
is.
it is so strong, it's so
It is.
prevalent in the meta right now. So we're seeing a lot of it. So there's a good chance you're right that we will see that or some form or variation of it. Again, we've seen actually a lot of people running a Sombra in place of one of the tanks, for example, just maybe taking up that diva spot or something. And that's been pretty effective as well. But we've also seen with Kings Row, we've seen Widowmakers on the early attack. We've even seen it, I believe it was it last night or the night before? We actually saw it on the second point on
Oh,
defense
yeah.
Widowmaker. I mean, we've seen all sorts of crazy things. We've seen Bastions riding payloads. We've seen Hammonds rolling around. There are different strategies. And again, what's neat is despite the fact that this map has been around so long, Cfunk, despite the fact that these teams have perfected individual playstyles for it, we are still constantly seeing teams pushing the envelope and saying, hey, you know what? Let's try out this. Maybe this will counter it. And I love that about this ongoing game that we call affectionately Overwatch.
That is one of the amazing things about Overwatch. And as much as we can stand here and talk about it, our teams are ready.
Well, I always like to say it. If the teams are ready and we're ready, let's jump back into the action for our third map of the night. And of course, as you mentioned, C-Funk, this is Kings Row, a hybrid map. So we're going to be starting off with something similar to the assault maps, and then they're going to switch over to payload. Now, once again, for those of you just joining us right now, my name is Bloomer, and joining me, my incredible co-caster C-Funk, and we are watching some pretty high elo game here between Dead Dreams and Johnny's Dream Team. Despite putting up a great performance so far, Dead Dreams finds themselves in a do or die situation here, as it is a best of 5, first to 3, and Johnny's Dream Team is up 2-0 for tonight. And well, they can put it away here on Kings Row.
You know what I love so much about this map, and I feel like gives it such an aesthetic? It's at night. I think it's one of the only maps. I think there's one other map that is at night, and I think it just makes it unique.
You know what? It's kind of like using dark mode. I mean,
Yeah.
does anyone use anything but dark mode for any app that has it available? I remember when I got dark mode on YouTube and my life changed. So I
Yeah.
also Discord. Discord's another fantastic one. You need night mode. If you're not using night mode on Discord, you're doing it wrong.
Exactly. And now I'm really excited. It looks like Black Ice is going to be running a Torbjorn. We don't get to see him often, but when he does come out to play, it's one of my favorite things to see.
It's always a lot of fun. Once again, Dead Dreams currently on defense in the blue, and Johnny's Dream Team in the red going to be attacking first. And you can see it. You said it. There's a Torbjorn. There's a Bastion. There's Orisa. There's Pharah on Copperhead. It's a neat combination to see. Absolutely. On the attack, surprisingly as well, we've got some DPS characters, that Pharah and that Junkrat. So neat to see again. Though it's not that 3-3 that we kind of anticipated potentially. Really love
It's
seeing
not.
that.
And I love that, the teams are changing up this map and
Yeah,
keeping it
absolutely.
keeping things interesting.
And you can see that first pick was on the Pharah, and now you can see Cedar Tree goes ahead and takes out Black Ice's Torbjorn turret as well. So now they're trying to work their way onto the white Pixels, having to figure out something. He has to get into that shielding. Does a great job landing in that turret form, doing a lot of damage. Does take out the main tank before taking out himself by Oedipus. And now again, trades going back and forth. So far, no ticks, but as Monic does get taken out by Cedar Tree. It is starting to look pretty good for the attacking team. You can see the Mercy trying to make their way back, but aware that maybe I'm not going to be able to stall that one out too long, and pulls back to the rest of the team. They're going to go ahead and they're giving up point A right now over to Johnny's Dream Team.
And that's a scary thought as a Mercy trying to run to the point by yourself. Not something you want to do, not recommended.
No, and as she was running away as quickly as she could, you can see a lot of members of Johnny's Dream Team trying to push forward right now. They got ahead, they used that Baptiste ult to try and give the Bastion an opportunity to get a little extra damage in what he was doing there, but they were smart enough. They knew to back out. They said, let's move back to the payload. We're not going to over push our luck right now. Black Ice taking out Oedipus. Pharah v Pharah battle, this time going in Black Ice's favor. That's for Dead Dreams. That's going to be that early pick. And now you can see that payload, though, is still getting a lot of free space to move if anyone's on it. And it looks like they do have just the one, just kind of hiding behind there. You see Pixels looking to get some damage done. There it goes, taking out those Ryan shields as quick as they can as Mercy reses Ad L on that Baptiste, keeping the team alive and well. Now Oedipus trying their best to get some different angles from this high ground, just trying to, again, chip away, cause some damage, maybe boop some people out of position. And again, that Pharah v Pharah battle going to be happening. And then T2 Dala using the Zenyatta Transcendence, as well as Oedipus using the Barrage, managing to take out two. It was huge, and it was actually the Supercharger from Monarch going down as well. So Monarch Supercharger not getting as quite the value they were hoping for. But nonetheless, hey, using one ult to bait out two isn't all bad either. And now it's all follow-up from Johnny's Dream Team.
And it does look like coming into this battle, both teams are going to have about 5 ultimates coming online.
Yeah, lots of ults. So we're going to see probably a pretty crazy fight coming up. And you can hear Bastion rather already using their tank form to move forward. Pixels trying to get some damage done. Does take out Oedipus. Huge early pick. And now they have an opportunity. Well, not a great opportunity to stop that second tick, though, as it's already been achieved. And now they're just holding very aggressively. They're holding very aggressively. And I got to tell you, again, different strategies than what I'm used to seeing. But keeping that Bastion up and alive. Cedar Tree, though, does use the grab and takes out Copperhead. Then, oh, there you see the follow-up, and it's Licky Bear with a 4-person Riptire. Absolutely huge.
Oof.
Oof. That's, what else do you say about that one, right, C-Funk?
Yeah, just oof.
Yeah. It's again, so far, a very strong attack coming out from Johnny's Dream Team. But we all know that this is one of the hardest parts to push on this entire point. And now Pixels, very smart with that hack, trying to take out the Zen, but isn't quite able to, has to back out. Now it's Busby going ahead, using the Shatter, doesn't connect though. Cedar Tree gets hacked on the Zarya, and now Black Ice and Copperhead using his ultimate as well, using that tack visor to get a pick. And it looks like, yes, believe it or not, Dead Dreams doing a great job stabilizing here. We mentioned that this can be a very difficult part of the map. And now spawn advantage definitely in the direction of the defensive team. So they have an opportunity to hold here, and they've only got 3 minutes and 15 seconds left that they need to do it for.
And this corner is such a great defense to hold at. Gives them a lot of coverage, making it difficult for the attacking team to get around this corner back to the payload to push it to that final checkpoint.
1000%. And now you can see they don't want to give up, even though they know the payload's a little bit further behind them. They don't want to give up this corner. As you mentioned, it's such a strong corner to hold, and using that Rhine shield, you can really rest it around this corner whenever you need to. You can go out and let your team be aggressive when you need to. It's just really smart. And then you can see again, it's Pixels actually taken out this time by Licky Bear on that Hanzo to start things off. So we're going to see if Johnny's Dream Team tries to push in on this, and it looks like they have made some room. Oedipus goes ahead, uses that barrage, takes out both Black Ice and Monarch. Copperhead follows up, though, takes out Oedipus on the Pharah, and Dykopad very quick to res Monarch. However, you can also see Armadoodle resing Oedipus, and it's Copperhead taking out Busby. Now, again, you don't want to see that Ryan go down, and oh, look at that. They used the EMP. They're going to go ahead, follow up on this one, and you can see Johnny's Dream Team, knowing that fight was over, Cedar Tree just jumping off the map saying, hey, don't get the enemy team any ult charge that they don't deserve, and runs away.
And Exactly. They do have a minute and 53 seconds. They still have time. It's best to regroup and not give up any more of give them any more ultimate charge.
That is the truth. And a very, very close Copperhead almost taken out there. But now you can see there it is. They use the grab. They don't have anything ready there. There we go. After that hack, the Hanzo manages to use the dragons, but it's Oedipus getting that first pick. Licky Bear getting a second one. And now with Monic and Black Ice, both the Pharah and Rhine down, this is giving them an opportunity. Again, Johnny's Dream Team moving that payload forward, and they need to be careful here. Dead Dreams knows they need someone on the point, but at the same time, they can't go in by themselves just like that because you're going to get picked. And as soon as that's over, you can see all the picks going in the direction, again, of Johnny's Dream Team. They managed to get a full map completion. And, well, they still had a little bit of time left as well, C-Funk.
They do. They have a minute 14 seconds left. So if we do need to come back and redo the map, that does give them a little bit of extra time to do it in.
Yeah, a little bit extra. We'll have to see, of course, how Dead Dreams does. Again, it is an uphill battle at this point if they want to win tonight's matchup, but it's not over. All they need to do is go ahead, get this payload full completion on the map. Once they do that, they need to win this out in the overtime as well, do a better job on attack than they allow Johnny's Dream Team to do. And then they would just need to win 2 more maps back to back. Again, it's going to be a tough night for them. But I don't want to count out this team yet. They have been known to, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. And I believe in them. I still believe in their ability to come out and come back from this.
And we'll have to see what happens. A big shout out, though. I was paying attention to Armadoodle on the Mercy. Doing so much healing, really just moving around from team member to team member. Doing a great job with this team being so aggressive. It's great to have a healer that can basically heal you back to full health.
Yeah, absolutely. That mobile Mercy, and again, smart positioning, not getting caught out by herself very often. Yeah, no, absolutely agreed. Armadoodle doing a phenomenal job on that Mercy so far tonight. And now, though, we can see it is going to be Dead Dreams pushing forward on that attack. Again, they're going a little dive heavy here. You can see a D.Va, a Winston, Tracer, Genji. They know what they need to do. Adele, the only character kind of stationary, and that's Ana. So they know keep that. Oh, no. And there we see Oedipus very quick getting out Adele on the Ana by using that Widow headshot. Just so much damage. There's really nothing you can do if a Widow headshots you. All you can do is say, gosh, I wish I wasn't standing there. And
the good news, though, is their spawn is right there, so
they did res.
Not too bad.
They also resed Adele, but not going to have that res available for Pixels taken out by Licky Bear on the Hanzo. And you can see now it's Oedipus pushing the team pretty far here. They're behind the point fighting, believe it or not, at this point. And it's Monic getting a couple of big picks there for Dead Dreams. That's going to be very, very helpful. Busby goes ahead, trying to get a big charge, but you can see Copperhead taking him out for his trouble. Pixels is back, takes out Armadoodle, and there we go. We see Dead Dreams doing a great job capping point A. They're going to have no problem getting point A at this point, and they're going to start moving forward to create a little more space again and try and make as strong of a run through this second point as they can so they can have a little more time in the time bank as they push into the third point after that.
And Dead Dreams doing a great job building up those ultimates. They do have almost all of the ultimates online for this next fight. They may not have the D.Va bomb for this fight, but it's definitely building quickly.
Oh, and we see again Licky Bear doing a great job of aim on that Hanzo, taking out Pixels on the Tracer. You know, I always say I get that Hanzo can be an absolute counter, but it is not easy to hit a Tracer who is that small. And now you can see ultimates coming out all over the place. Monic going ahead using that Primal Rage, Adele using the Nano Boost, and Copperhead using that Genji Blade as well. Successful with a few, gets a couple of picks. But now you can see it's Licky Bear getting rezzed by Armadoodle once again. And now a few picks going in the direction of Johnny's Dream Team. You can see the Dragons comes out as well. And it's Pixels rezzed by Dykopath on the Mercy. And Pixels, using that bomb, that Tracer bomb, Pulse Bomb onto Busby the Ride, taking him out. And it's, again, they're getting a little bit of movement here. They're getting some movement, which is awesome. But still a lot of players alive on both teams. Licky Bear taking out Pixels yet again, doing, an amazing job on that Hanzo. And now you can see it's a little bit of payload stall out, but still moving forward right now for Dead Dreams. Oh, Monarch gets taken out by Oedipus, and now he's going to go ahead and use that Deadeye, making the team have to back out very quickly. And oh, that stun, that flashbang takes out Dykopath on the Mercy. Not a pick you want to lose when you're trying to push forward.
Yeah, you don't want to lose your healers. That's something they're definitely want to go back, collect everyone, and try
Oh,
again.
and Cedar Tree also taking Black Ice out of mech. That is not a good sign for Dead Dreams. We're gonna have to see what they decide to do here as far as well, it's actually works out all right. The McCree does go ahead and take out the mini Diva as well. So no decision whether to build up the Diva mech again or to give it up in the ult charge to get back in mech. Now you can see they're back at this choke. So smart at Johnny's Dream Team. They know this is a difficult choke to get through. And there you can see picks going aplenty as the Busby uses the Earth Shatter. T2 Dollar uses the Beat Drop. You see Dragons coming out, lots of ults, and they're all going so far for Johnny's Dream Team. That is more than enough. Dead Dreams once again just backing out. They know that they baited out a lot of ultimates there. That's not a bad thing if you're on Dead Dreams or if you're a Dead Dreams fan. They had to use a lot of ultimates there, and now they're going to have another opportunity to push through this choke point.
Now, we have seen before people go up and around, come down the back side. You have to wonder if they want to try a different way in, or looks like they're going to come through right down the middle again.
Yeah, absolutely. And the Deadeye didn't actually kill anyone, but did manage to take out the Rhine shields, which was absolutely huge. And then you can see the follow-up once again. All that follow-up is, well, it's mostly going in the favor of Johnny's Dream Team. And it looks like Dead Dreams is going to have to try and think of something. They had that Rhine pick. They were hoping to move in on it, but Armadoodle, again, so quick with the awareness, knew that they had to get that res off fast, and they do. And now you can see the grab comes out, the counter grab as well as the shatter. Black Ice gets a pick on Cedar Tree, and now it's Monarch also taking out Busby. That's very, very helpful. Adel using that Transcendence, keeping the team alive. And now you can see they are pushing forward. All the picks going for Dead Dreams. This is big. This is going to give them an opportunity to start moving that payload. They've got 2 people on it as well. So they're definitely going to get some movement through these narrow streets, these cobblestone streets, and hopefully for them, they'll be able to get it through onto this next point. They have a minute 17 to do so.
They do. That was definitely the push that they needed to get the payload moving again. It does look like they might be able to get it to.
There's a Diva bomb out. Doesn't connect though. Does not connect with anyone. And now you can see though, shields are already down very, very fast. But Monarch taking out Busby, that's a big pick. That could be it. Adel follows up by taking out Oedipus, who tried to do something there, wasn't able to. Armadoodle using that Valk, trying to keep the team up alive. Oedipus is back up. Adel takes out Cedar Tree, as well as Licky Bear. Adel just absolutely popping off right now, about to have Transcendence again as well. There it is. Is he going to have to use it? We're going to find out. No, he does not need to. They managed to get it to that second checkpoint. They've got 2 minutes left now that they have to complete this map, and they need to do a really good job going fast if they want to keep the time differential between them and Johnny's Dream Team at an attainable level.
Yes. And coming in, looking at our ultimates, it does look like we have about 2 and 2 on both sides. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, but that shatter does go so fast, so Busby gonna get close to it. But again, you don't want to give Monarch this opportunity to get the shatter off. Oh, and Busby does go down. That's gonna be huge. There's the shatter, not surprising as soon as that shield's gone. And there's the follow-up as well. Oh, lots of damage. 3 kills for Monarch. Pixels goes ahead, follows up with Oedipus, and now you can see it actually looks like, believe it or not, I think that's a minute 14. I think they may have the exact same amount of time, C-Funk.
Well, evidently, people should play the lotto tonight.
Apparently. That was an absolutely... Oh, it's actually a minute 13. Minute 13. Wow.
So
but
close
can
to
we...
the same exact time.
Can I just say, though, big shout out to Dead Dreams there. They did an awesome job on that 3rd point. They just steamrolled through that. And I got to tell you, that is not easy to do. They made it look easy. but it is not easy to do at all. And a lot of credit to them there, keeping themselves alive in tonight's matchup. 1 second difference, that's literally nothing here. The only thing that that does mean is that they are going to be attacking first, which sadly can be a bit of a disadvantage because you don't know how far the other team has pushed it. You don't know when you need to necessarily push, when you can be more aggressive versus when you can kind of sit back a little bit more and realize, okay, we can give that up because it's not an issue.
And it does look like Johnny's dream team is going with the good old 333 support, three tanks.
It's I always say tried and true, tried and true. And because they didn't do that on the last defense, it might be a bit more of a surprise for Dead Dreams. So
Yes.
potentially a really smart strategy here. Now you can see again though that Dead Dreams gonna go ahead have some DPS characters. They've got the McCree, they've got the Widow. Wonder if they'll keep the Widow. Copperhead may try and swap if they don't get any initial picks. We'll have to see though. And it looks like with 58 seconds, yep, there's the swap. Copperhead going ahead, switching to Brig, and you can see Pixels making the Zarya swap. Adel swapping over to Zen. They realized very quickly that if they're going to be running triple tank, triple support, we better do the same. And well, now you can see as the teams start pushing their way forward around that statue and bullying their way onto that space. And look at that. They're actually doing a great job holding the W key. And Johnny's Dream Team having to back off very quickly. Cedar Tree, though, taking out Adel. That might be what they needed. And also take out Copperhead. They did give up one tick, though. And now Dead Dreams forced to back out as quickly as they can. Zarya wanting to get away with as much charge as possible. They also on the flip side, oh, look at that. Cedar Tree using the Shatter in order to get rid of Adel and Pixels. They know they do not want that Zarya to have any charge coming in on this last potential push. They only have 6 seconds to make it. Are they going to be able to touch? You can see they're trying to charge in. Oh, so close to touching, but not able to. Now they do. They do get someone on in time. And now, look at this. Ultimate's coming out, but the picks are going for Johnny's Dream Team right now. That is it. Johnny's Dream Team gonna be able to hold on A, but not before they gave up one tick and a little bit more, which does give Dead Dreams an opportunity, C-Funk, to win this map out.
And that was a great push by Dead Dreams. They did a great job getting a tick, which is awesome.
Well, if they hadn't gotten that tick, the best they could have done is draw, which, well, is not what they're looking for right now. They definitely 100% need this win on this map. So they now have an opportunity. And granted, Johnny's Dream Team had 1 extra second, but I don't know how much that 1 second is going to make a difference. It's going to come down to that first fight again. Which team comes out of this first fight as the victor is probably going to be the team that ends up winning this map.
And it does look like Dead Dreams making almost, yeah, I'd say like a 3-3. It is still 3 tank, 3 support. It is a variation of what we normally see, just with the Moira.
Yeah, absolutely. Why the heck not? And then you can see Johnny's Dream Team, a similar composition, but they're going to go ahead. They're going to sub in that Mei. So not quite a 3-3 because of the Mei, but almost. Oh, look at that. They decided to change their mind and they said, we're going to have.
Now they're just messing with us.
Yeah, I think you're right. They went Mei, Zarya, Doom, Zarya. You know what? There you go. You can see it. The old standard 3-3. They've got the Zenyatta on the attack. They've got the I believe it is the Moira on defense. Adel have a little extra healing that way. And we'll have to see how this goes. They want to keep that self-sustained because they know they cannot get bullied off the point here. And very quickly, the Reinhardt's holding left click, swinging the hammer at each other, trying to knock the other one back. And it looks like it's Johnny's Dream Team backing off just a little bit again, building up, making sure that they're good. And oh, look how quick he moves in there. So fast with that Lucio speed. And now, once again, they are doing a great job. There's a couple people on for both teams. They know whoever wins this. Oh, an early Shatter coming out from Cedar Tree. Doesn't connect, though. Adel using their ult as well as now you can see both rallies have come out, both teams. And Adel getting that pick on Cedar Tree. And then a huge Shatter, though, going in. That might be enough. Look at that. All the picks going in Dead Dream's direction. That may have been enough. They've only got 13 seconds left. And looking at the ult economy, well, Johnny's Dream Team has options. but they need to get on that point. And with only 6 seconds, are they going to be able to? So you can see they switched over to Winston and Lucio trying to get on there as well. They do manage to touch, but will they be able to stay up on there? You see Armadoodle using that transcendence, keeping the team up and well. Black Ice gets the Busby out of the D.Va mech, and then Black Ice does take out T2 Dala, but then very quickly Dykopath taken out as well. Both D.Va mechs getting a pick. Picks going back and forth, and now you can see Monarch taking out Cedar Tree on that Winston could be big. The numbers are now favoring, totally favoring Dead Dreams. They do manage to do it. They hold them off, and that's going to mean Dead Dreams getting this map win and keeping themselves alive in tonight's matchup.
And play of the game going to Adele.
Nice.
As Zenyatta. Not normally what you see, but awesome to see.
Well, and you know what? You can see why right there. That Transcendence absolutely keeping the team alive through those dragons, which could have potentially been deadly. And would have been potentially deadly if not for that Transcendence. So really nice play by Adele there. And again, he and his whole team, what a stellar job. And we talked about C-Funk, that first fight, despite how good it was looking up until that point for Johnny's Dream Team, that first fight set them up for success. And all of a sudden, Dead Dreams gets a map win.
And they did a great job holding that point. It did look like for a second they were being bullied off, but they were able to rally together and stay on the point, not give up any tick percentage at all, really.
Yeah, well, I always say it, and I really mean it. It's when you're playing that main tank role, you have to be so cautious with when you're aggressive, when you're not aggressive. You want an aggressive tank in theory. You want the healers to be pumping resources, pumping heals into that main tank, so the main tank has the ability to hold W and make space. And they did a great job. But sometimes you think that everyone's still behind you, everyone's behind that shield, or they're behind a wall, and maybe it should be fine. But then all of a sudden, you hear the sound, you look up at the kill feed, and you see you lost one of your key members, and all of a sudden the steamroll effect happens. And a lot of the time you're in too deep to even get yourself out, so you kind of are forced to fight, but you just don't have the same resources. So in the end, it's almost a situation where the sooner you die, the better it will be for your team, even though you're still giving them that ult charge. And it was very back and forth. I'll be honest, I did not expect Dead Dreams to come back as we were entering into the third point, as they were attacking with, I believe it was 2 minutes left. And they did it in less than a minute or something. Like it was absolutely wild gameplay to watch.
It's like where they were able to hold Johnny's Dream Team was where they were able to basically just steamroll through. So
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And I said it was an uphill battle. No
mm-hmm.
questions asked. It still is an uphill battle for Dead Dreams, but they are not out of it yet. They're now down 2-1. And let me tell you, 2-1 sounds a lot better than 2-0. And I'm sure as heck sure that they're talking about how much better that sounds than 3-0. So
it is.
yeah,
And
absolutely.
Johnny's Dream Team is selecting our next map. It does
Awesome.
look like we are going to be going to Numbani.
Awesome. Another map I feel like I like pretty much all the maps though, C-Funk. I'm like, yeah, I like that map. I like that map. That people are like, Bloomer, what map don't you like? I'm like, well, there's
Let me think about
oh
that.
gosh, what don't I like? I'm not really sure. And then everyone's like, well, you must hate like Lunar Colony, for example. And I'm like, yeah, Lunar Colony is really neat, actually. It's up in space. Who
Yeah,
doesn't like
that's really
space,
cool.
right?
It is really
Um,
cool.
oh, well, you must hate Blizzard World. Are you kidding? If Blizzard World was real, I'd be there every weekend. I don't know. I love, for me, it's the aesthetics of those maps. I
Mhm,
absolutely love them. And yeah, there's some frustrating points along the way.
mhm.
But my attitude is, you know what? Everybody's got to deal with that. That's not just me. So hey, I love it. I love it
That
all.
that's a great attitude to have.
Hey, positivity, guys. Smiley face. It's all about being positive. No, C-Funk, Numbani. Again, what we're looking at here is it's a hybrid map. So they're going to be taking over point A, then they're going to be going ahead with the payload. Do you think we're going to see another unique, different strategy, or do you think pretty much what we've seen tonight is the extent of the uniqueness, and now they're going to start to try hard with that 3 tank, 3 support style?
No, I think they're gonna stay with some unique choices. I think they just went 3-3 because well, Johnny's dream team went 3-3. So I
Well,
think if one team does end up doing the 3-3, then maybe we'll see it.
we'll see. We're gonna find out in just a moment because I can already hear it in my ears that they're in the match. So let's jump into the gameplay, guys. Let's not waste any more time. They're actually assembling the heroes right now, so don't worry. You haven't missed anything at home, guys. We just sometimes like to keep our faces on the screen a little more. Again, we haven't gotten that fifth emote slot available to put my face on, C-Funk. So because of that, I was like, let's just see if we can keep my face on the screen a little bit longer for everyone at home.
Oh goodness gracious.
Oh, goodness gracious. How do you even
And
deal with me, AC Funk?
and this this map has so many high advantages. Looking down on that point, high
Yeah.
advantage point, high ground. There it is. Words are hard.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. They could definitely go ahead, use that high ground to their advantage, both the attacking team and the defending team. Sometimes, though, people they expect that people are going to be on that high ground. Sometimes there's different, again, unique strategies that can be brought out that can surprise an enemy team. And well, you can see it's going to be once again, it is Dead Dreams on defense in the blue to start things off for us. And well, they're going to be going ahead. They're going to be running that Pharah one more time. Copperhead doing a great job on the Pharah. But beyond that, they've got the Bastion, they've got the Orisa, they've got the Baptiste, they've got a D.Va. They're ready to set up somewhere and hold that one area. Only throw that D.Va onto the point if they need to. Flip side, Johnny's dream team on attack going to be running a dive heavy composition. Once again, we see it, that Winston, that D.Va, that Genji, a lot of people like to dive in quickly, and it looks like, look at that, what an interesting strategy. They are going way behind right now, and they're trying to draw that Pharah to follow them. They want to try and get that early pick.
They're kind of spread out right now. Johnny's dream team. Oh,
and there's the dive, and you can see Oedipus taking out Pixels very fast. That's a big pick. Cedar Tree goes ahead, follows up, taking out Adel's lamp, the immortality field, which was a huge ability to get rid of early in a fight. Adel goes down as well as Copperhead, and it's looking right now like Johnny's dream team should be able to pretty much steamroll over point A here. And yeah, you can see Oedipus and Licky Bear all over the kill feed. They get that team kill, and there you go. Point A captured. Payload begins.
I was wondering what they were doing. It looks like the team was spread out a little bit, but I will never question Johnny's dream team again. That was a great way to displace and get rid of the Bastion, and it forced the Orisa back a bit as well. So very good job.
I gotta say, I agree. I wasn't sure. I was like, questionable, but no, it was very well done. They split up and then they dove together, which again speaks to the communication. A really great job by Johnny's dream team. Again, players, I should say, like Oedipus that are just doing all that shot calling. They've got people really taking charge and coming up with really cool strategies. And now you can hear lots of ults coming out. Dikopath using the Valkyrie for Mercy, but Oedipus going ahead using that Genji Blade does manage to take out Adel. Armadoodle also using the Valkyrie, as well as Cedar Tree using that Primal Rage. Now you can hear Copperhead using the Barrage from above as well. Oh, D.Va Bomb, though, taking Copperhead out. Dikopath goes ahead, reses Adel back into the fight, who is taken out very quickly by Licky Bear with that Barrage. Busby getting a final punch on Dikopath, the Mercy, taking them out as well. And, well, again, out of nowhere, Licky Bear, though, taking out Pixels. And, well, it's looking, again, like they've got some room to move this payload onto that second point, and they're doing a great job. 5.5 minutes still left in order to get this final checkpoint and full map completion.
And Johnny's dream team did use a lot of ultimates in that fight, but they're already building up quite quickly. They're going to have 2 for this next fight.
Yeah, and you have to wonder, are they going to commit, or if they're going to end up kind of doing a dry run here and seeing what happens. But I guess it'll depend how it goes. And you can see it looks like, oh, look at that. Oedipus goes ahead, uses that Genji Dragon Blade right away, takes out Adel on the Lucio. And now you can see also following up, takes out Black Ice on the D.Va. Busby gets demeched by Pixels, and Dikopath reses Adel back into this fight. That Lucio is such a key member of the team. And now you can see Monarch just chasing, trying to get a little extra damage, and decides, hey, I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to start pushing these people around using that Primal Rage, stall out that point, doesn't want to let it get around this corner. And they know this is a very strong hold point. But Monarch finally taken down officially by T2 Dala in the end, but a team effort, no doubt about that.
Was an interesting choice to go ahead and pop it, and that's what I was thinking. He popped that ultimate so he could go ahead and swap onto that Reinhardt. He's going to be coming back as Reinhardt.
And oh, there you can hear Barrage coming out, takes out Pixels, and look at that. All sorts of picks going in Johnny's Dream Team's favor. They managed to get the map completed. They get that payload pushed all the way. No one from Dead Dreams able to get onto the point and stay alive for very long, sadly.
4 minutes and 8 seconds. So again, if we need to repeat the map, that is the time that is going to be in their time bank.
It's a fair amount of time, C-Funk.
It's looking it's a nice time. It's looking like a nice time.
Yeah, it was a strong attack, a strong push from Johnny's Dream Team. But if there's one thing that I learned from the last map, it's we cannot count out Dead Dreams yet. As soon as you think that they're out of this, they're gonna get tough. They're gonna say, nope, this is Proving Grounds Arena. This isn't just any old scrim. This is for cold hard cash. We need this win. And they are going to be coming in strong here. They're going to be wanting a very aggressive attack. I can't wait to see what they're doing here.
And it does look like Johnny's Dream Team pulling out the Soldier, possibly.
Yeah, it could be neat. I think they are aware right now that Dead Dreams has been running a Pharah pretty consistently, not across the board, but pretty consistently. They want to have a solution ready to go just in case.
Exactly. I'm happy there. Dead Dreams is bringing out that Sombra again. Get to see some more sneaky sneaks.
Absolutely. And it looks like Black Ice is going to be playing that Pharah. So the Soldier pick may have been an absolute genius one. And now you can see as the attack begins on the attack, once again, it is Dead Dreams. They need to do something pretty fantastic here if they want to keep themselves alive and well in tonight's matchup. It's not over yet, though, fam. You got to remember, they are looking for this. Pixels going ahead on that Hanzo, trying to get an early pick. Doesn't manage to do it, though. Has to run away. Copperhead now being sneaky behind. That sneaky sneak you love to talk about, C-Funk. And now you can see once again, oh, the sleep on Monarch, and that might be enough to take Monarch out, but looks like, did he get away? He has gone away so far with about 1 HP. He's getting a little bit of heals, but he still needs to get back with the healers. Does a nice roll, knocking the defending team around a bit, but there we can see now getting healed back up by that Mercy. Gives the Mercy a lot of ultimate charge as well when the tank gets away with just 1 HP like that. But they move back in quickly. Pixels taking Busby out of mech, which is again a massive thing right now. Pixels needs to just follow up, maybe take out that mini diva entirely. And you can see Ad-El doing lots of work, almost taking the Pharah out, very close, not quite able to finish it off though. And it's again, now you can see Dykopath doing everything they can to keep the team alive and well. Both Valkyries out from the Mercies. And oh, Dykopath taken out though. Taken out. Monarch using those mines, trying to create some space, trying to help the team out. But it looks like it was a little too late. And Licky Bear goes ahead, finishes off that frag as well. And now you can see they're pushing forward and just trying to get a couple of extra picks. They managed to take out Black Ice there on the Pharah as well, finished off by Oedipus.
And if you look up at our ultimate economy, you will see that Johnny's Dream Team is going to be looking nice for this next matchup. They're going to have about 4 ultimates in their bank, but Dead Dreams does have that EMP, which we talk about being so useful.
Yeah, well, you know, at the end of the day, that EMP goes off. Doesn't matter how many ultimates the other team has, they can't use them. So we'll see. And you can see Copperhead right now just hanging out, waiting. Goes ahead, drops it. Who does it get? They managed to only get 1, and that's the Mercy, who is taken out very quickly. But then Nano Boost coming out from T2 Dala, and oh, look at that. Oedipus using that tack visor, taking out pretty much the whole team. Just absolute beast of a play there. Absolute beast of a play.
And Black Ice is swapping onto that diva. They do have about 1 minute 20 seconds left to capture the point, to get get the payload unlocked and a moving.
And they need to do it. They need a big push here. They, as you've mentioned, the ultimates. They're looking like not a lot, but Adel having that sound barrier could be a lot because they can move in on that. It could be used to try and save someone who is a key frag midway through a fight. We'll have to see what Adel decides to do with it, though. Um, and you can see again Monarch now trying to take a little bit of a different approach here, going over from that left side. And oh, Copperhead trying to get picks, but instead you see, oh, 2 picks, 3 picks now going in the favor of Johnny's dream team. And with only 34 seconds left, they once again need to pull out, group back up, and oh, that's rough. The mini diva
Oh.
just not able to jump off the map. They're booping her around, but then Oedipus decides to end poor Black Ice's misery, takes them out, and gives them an opportunity to group back up with the team with about 15 seconds remaining.
And that was a very big stagger. One that one that Dead Dreams didn't want to see happen.
Nope, not in this situation. That's for sure. Adel may have to use that beat drop really quickly here if they want to have any chance. They're on the point. There comes the Diva Bomb and also the Barrage. There you can see that sound barrier coming out, but already picks going in Johnny's dream team's direction. That's 3 they've already gotten, and now you can see Black Ice being focused down very, very quickly. Pixels does have the attack visor, goes ahead, drops it in an attempt to try and do something. They managed to get 1 tick, but that is going to be it. Everyone, with that, Johnny's dream team going to be pulling out tonight's victory. They're going up 3-1. 3-1. And in a best of 5, I guess that third map is more than enough to make them win. Licky Bear, gang, play the game as Farah. I thought it would be one of the ultimates, but apparently just one of those times where he did a lot of damage and a lot of picks, C-Funk. Wow. Wow. What stellar gameplay. And I mean, we got to give it up for both teams. They both did a great job. But of course, Johnny's dream team coming out looking pretty strong in tonight's matchup, C-Funk.
They did. They looked very strong. The only time I would say they looked a little like was maybe on the 3-3. Maybe not something they normally run, but
Mhm.
still did a great job.
Yeah, or maybe even something they just have a little less practice on, and maybe it's just Dead Dreams has done a lot more practice.
Mhm.
Who really knows at the end of the day? But wow, again, what an impressive display of ability from both teams, but Johnny's Dream especially. They were just on fire. DPS characters popping off. Tank play was really superb. The heals were doing a great job using their ults efficiently. You already mentioned that it was Armadoodle on Mercy,
Mhm.
doing an insane job, just an absolute incredible job of positioning well, getting key reses off, keeping the team in the fight when sometimes it looked like they may have been out of it. So yeah, no, they were just a very strong team. And well, that makes them 1-0 here in the Proving Grounds Arena.
It does.
Yeah.
It makes them 1-0 and Dead Dreams is now 1-2.
Yes. So
Yeah.
still got they have gone their win, but you know what? That's okay. Listen, they're a team that's developing, they're a team that's working hard, and I stand by. I've had the opportunity to hang out with a lot of those guys. I've talked to them. They're a good group of individuals. I know they had a great time tonight. I know they still had a lot of fun. I know they're leaving still with their heads held high and a positive attitude because that's the sort of players they are. I got the opportunity even to play against Adel one time in a random competitive match. And let me tell you, he showed why he is playing with a team like this because they wrecked us, and he was straight up the team carry for them. We couldn't stop him. He was on Ana, and there was just nothing we could do. Everyone
Just
was
on
alive.
fire.
Yeah, it was on fire. I'm pretty sure the entire match. It was actually disgusting. We as a team were even saying we're like, all right, all 6 of us need to start diving their Ana by our like all 6 of us at the same time. Don't worry about the team fight. Just take out the Ana. And again, it shows you at that level. And again, this was a high platinum game, I believe. And
Mhm.
it was how much dominance he had there. And yet we see Johnny's dream team looking so strong against a team as good as Dead Dreams. Wow, we are going to see some pretty incredible things from them in the future.
We are we are indeed. We hope to
And
have We hope to have both teams back in the near future. And
Absolutely.
we'd like to say a quick thank you so much for all of the follows, the
Yes.
subs, the biddies. You guys are amazing, and we thank you so much for being here with us tonight.
We really do. And I'll just throw it out there on top of that. If you are new, if you're enjoying the content, we're doing all these community matchups for Overwatch. We would love to make sure that you're getting involved as well. So if you are new, make sure you're hammering that follow button. You're joining the Discord. You can join the Discord by exclamation mark Discord in the chat, or if you're in lurk mode and you just don't feel like typing it, there's a panel below. You can join it that way as well. We'd love to get you involved, whether you're a bronze player by yourself, a top 500 player looking for a team, you're already on a team, you're a coach, you're a manager, anything and everything included. Maybe you just want to watch more of what's going on. We want you to be involved. So make sure you're joining up. And beyond that, we have other games coming out as well, I believe, C-Funk, beyond Overwatch in the next little bit.
We do. The first game that we are going to be bringing to y'all is going to be CS:GO. And then a little bit after that, we're going to be bringing in League of Legends.
And we're going to be doing that for all y'all, eh, C-Funk?
Oh, y'all. What can I say? I'm from the South, all right? Like, I
You
can't
know
help it.
the
Sometimes the
amount of
accent
times
comes out.
the amount of times people make fun of me for my A's and things like that as a Canadian. This was like my first opportunity. I was like, someone else said something. Let's talk about it. That's
Yeah,
but you're right, CFUG. Lots of exciting things happening here again between CSGO coming out, League of Legends, and a lot of other things that, again, we're not really allowed to talk to you guys about yet, but we want to. And I occasionally almost do say things. And as the gentleman in the back, Warp, likes to hear those words coming out of my mouth, it's very quickly, stop it. And oh, yep, no, 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 sorry, guys. And then I have to leave you guys hanging at home, and which I hate doing that to you, but I guess here we are, C Funk.
here we are.
Here we are. Listen, we want to thank you guys again so much. And we're going to give a quick thank you to all the people behind the scenes working so hard. Hallway Raptor doing the graphic work, Childish Rambino, Shy Guy, Diane, we've got Tyrion. We've got AF Kate that's been doing our emojis for us, which you guys are going to get the opportunity to see. Right now, you've only got one available, but we've already actually got 4 tier 1 available, ready to go. They're just waiting for the approval process through Twitch, as well as a tier 2 and a tier 3. So all those options. And we're how many are we now? Probably about 14-ish subs away from
Yeah,
getting that fifth
yeah.
fifth tier 1 spot available for everyone back at home.
14. Yep.
14, not bad, guys. We can do this. I believe in us. I believe in our community. So we'll get there in no time at all, I imagine. Beyond that, big thank you to everyone at home, of course, for supporting TPG Arena. And I almost forgot to mention his name. And that's the man working the camera, doing all the scene transitions, and all the producer work for us. And that's, of course, my good friend Warp. Thank you so much for all your hard work. C-Funk, they can find you and myself by hitting the exclamation mark casters command in chat, and then they can find us on our personal Twitch channels, twitch.tv/cfunkplay and twitch.tv/bloomer for the win.
You can't see it, but I'm
Uh,
I'm doing
uh,
I'm doing jazz hands
no,
for you.
we can do jazz hands here. Let me just throw my cards away. Jazz
Here.
hands. There, are we doing it? We're doing it. Okay, there we go. Thank you so much once again for tuning in tonight, guys. We look forward to seeing you next time. When is next time, C Funk?
Next time is going to be Monday, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here,
I
TPG Arena.
I love it. Thank you so much again. Be good to yourself. Be good to each other. Keep your stick on the ice, and we'll see you next time on the Proving Grounds.
Bye.
Bye bye.